What's up, guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be reacting to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. So much news to cover. I'm going to talk about Erling Haaland, how much money him and Raiola are demanding to join Barcelona this summer, the backup options, who they're going to be, how much they're going to cost as well. Neymar coming back to Barcelona, maybe coming in on a free deal next year. De Ligt being linked to Barcelona as well. And finally, Joan Laporta wants Xavi to become the Barcelona manager when Ronald Koeman leaves Barcelona. Before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button. Try to get to 200 likes in this video. It'd be very much appreciated. And of course, hit the subscribe button and let's get into it. Before we get into this video is sponsored by the One Football app. It is an absolutely brilliant football app that I've been using now for the past few years. It's the best in my opinion. It has everything you need. Breaking news, transfer news, videos. You have all the matches in the top 5 leagues in one spot, or you can even add more leagues. I believe it has 160 different leagues. And also you can follow your favorite football team. Of course, for me, it's going to be Barcelona. You can have, predictions. It tells you the next games. You have news about it as well. You have a nice little place where you can see all the tables for Champions League, Copa del Rey, Super Cup, La Liga. You can have the squad list as well. You can see all the first team players of Barcelona and some of the Barcelona B players as well. Nice little spot for transfers as well for everything that's linked to just Barcelona. And during the match, there is live voting of the man of the match. But what I love about this app the most is when we score, it tells you who assists, it tells you if it's a penalty or an own goal. Some apps don't do that. It's absolutely brilliant. Of course, it has full-time stats as well, offside, possession. It also has news on La Liga, transfers on La Liga, and stats as well. Top scorer, assists, red cards, yellow cards. This is by far the best football app out there, and the best part is it's free. So top link in the description down below. Give it a go. You won't be disappointed. Let's start off with the news in regards to Barcelona's search for a new striker this summer. As we all know, Laporta's priority this summer is to bring in a top number 9, and the main priority on that list is, of course, Erling Haaland. Now, Rack 1, more specifically, Joan Romano, he came out with the figures that Erling Haaland and his agents are going to be demanding, and they are absolutely ridiculous. He said that, firstly, Mino Raiola wants 20 million. Erling Haaland's father also wants 20 million. Erling Haaland himself wants 30 million salary, and he wants Lionel Messi to stay at the club. Now, when these rumors came out from Joan Romano, Mino Raiola tweeted, "Fake news travels quick and far," say that, basically all this news about these salaries, all that sort of stuff is absolutely 100% fake, and it's not true. Now, when Mino Raiola sent that tweet, Joan Romano was actually streaming live on Twitch, and he saw the tweet and he said, "You know what? I'm going to call his bluff." So Romano, live on Twitch, decides to call Mino Raiola at, midnight time in Spain and Italy, calls him up and says, "Hello, it's Romano. Why are you saying my news is fake? What's up with that?" Raiola responded to him by saying, "You're absolutely crazy. You're not even supposed to be calling me at this time. It's not even a good time to call me." And he hangs up on him. It was absolutely hilarious. Now, the morning after this happened, Joan Romano tweeted that when Erling Haaland joined Borussia Dortmund from RB Salzburg back in 2019, Mino Raiola was paid 15 million and his father was paid 10 million in commission. Now, after Romano leaked the commission fees again, Romano came out saying that for sure Mino Raiola will have a big commission for the Erling Haaland deal if it happens this summer, but there's still nothing agreed yet. Now, also in the last transfer video, we talked about how Pep Guardiola said they're not going to be going for Erling Haaland this summer, and David Ornstein from The Athletic came out back in that statement saying that Erling Haaland will not be joining Manchester City this summer. Now, after all these commissions got leaked and the salary that Erling Haaland got leaked as well, Sport came out saying that Barcelona's plan B to sign Erling Haaland. Joan Laporta is studying the option of delaying his signing until 2022 to pay his 75 million release clause. There's no doubt in my mind that Erling Haaland is the perfect striker to come in for Barcelona for the future, but there's absolutely no way that we can afford this deal. 20 million to his agent, 20 million to his father, that's 40 million. He's going to cost 150 million. That's almost 200 million just to bring him to the club. And then he wants a 30 million a year salary, which is about around 575k a week. This is just too much money for Barcelona. I do not see Laporta doing this deal this summer. If he does, a lot of fans are going to be on the fence with this because he's basically spending every single penny that Barcelona have right now to play with on Erling Haaland. I think it's a big risk. There's just too much money in it. I think if other clubs are going to go for him and they almost reach an agreement with another club, then if you want to jump in and steal him away, I can see why you do that. But if no club is fighting for him this summer and it's just us, honestly, we should just wait for the better good of the club. Don't spend everything we have on Erling Haaland. Just wait until next season when he's about 75 million. That would be just, perfect for us. Plus, you can get, Aguero on a fee deal for now or something like that. There's just way too much money in this Erling Haaland deal, but let me know down below, with all this money being involved, would you still push for him this summer, or would you wait until next season? So with the Erling Haaland deal looking like it's going to be very expensive for Barcelona this summer, they are looking at alternatives at the current moment, and Mundo Deportivo have come out saying that signing Erling Haaland remains a priority for Barcelona, but the club do have certain alternatives in case the Erling Haaland deal fails. The other names on the table currently are Lautaro Martinez, Harry Kane, Romelu Lukaku, Alexander Isak, and Pablo Dybala. And Sport have come out back in that statement from MD saying that Lautaro Martinez and Harry Kane are currently the top 2 alternatives to Erling Haaland. Now, Luis Rojo from Marca came out talking about Harry Kane to Barcelona, saying that in case Operation Haaland becomes complicated, Harry Kane is an alternative. Kane is willing to leave Spurs this summer, but Tottenham won't sell him for anything less than 100 million. Currently, he has 3 years left on his contract with an annual salary of 12 million. Now, with Inter's financial situation being very bad as well, Romelu Lukaku is also on the table, but MD have come out saying that Romelu Lukaku is very happy at Inter, and with Antonio Conte, he will only leave if Serie A leaders put him up for sale. Lukaku maintains a good relationship with Koeman, who he played with at Everton. Everton. Another option is also Memphis Depay, coming in from Mundo Deportivo again, saying that without the exception of Ronald Koeman at Barcelona, they are not working on signing the deal for Memphis Depay. And finally, another option on the table as well is of course Sergio Aguero, coming in from Romano, saying that only 2 clubs have contacted around Sergio Aguero so far, and those 2 clubs are Barcelona and PSG. Aguero will stay in Europe for only 1 or 2 more seasons before moving back to his beloved Independiente in Argentina. So it is quite clear that Barcelona's priority this summer is to bring in a top number 9, and ever since Laporta was elected as the Barcelona president, Barcelona have now been linked to 8 number 9s, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. Personally, what I would do is I'd bring in Aguero and Depay on a free deal and then push for Erling Haaland next summer. But of course, if Erling Haaland is available this summer, I would push for him, but I don't want to spend, the upwards of, 200 million on him. I think that's a little bit too much. I think Harry Kane is also a very good option, but again, he's going to be costing around 100 million as well. Is that a good risk for him being 28 years old? I'd much rather spend that money on Erling Haaland, who is of course very, very young, and you'll get, a very good 10 years out of him. Of course, another good option out there is of course Kylian Mbappe, who may be leaving PSG this summer. He's going to cost around the same as Harry Kane as well. So I'd much rather go for Kylian Mbappe than go for Harry Kane. So there's a lot of options on the table right now for Barcelona, and it's Laporta's job to find out who's the best option for the Barcelona striker position. Now, ever since the reports have been coming in that Messi wants to stay at Barcelona and is willing to sign a contract renewal as long as Laporta gives him a good sporting project, there has been so many rumors that Neymar wants to leave PSG after he stalled this new contract talks. Firstly, coming in from Romano, saying that the reason why Neymar wants to return and has had a big change of heart is because he knows that Messi is staying at Barcelona. Romano also says that Neymar's entourage tells me that they see the transfer to Barcelona very complicated but not impossible. They assure him that the renewal with PSG has not been signed yet and anything is possible. Mundo Deportivo come out talking about Neymar as well, saying Neymar now he is free in a year. Sources from the sporting area of Barcelona react like this to the information that Neymar wants to continue to offer himself to the club, something that he has been doing ever since he left. And at the Camp Nou, it is very, very clear that the best way for Neymar to return to Barcelona would be on a free deal in 2022. Now, Xavi Navarro, who of course broke the news about Neymar wanting to leave PSG again this week, he said that Neymar wants to play with Messi again and has stalled his contract renewal with PSG. And he also said that, remember, Joan Laporta was the only candidate out of the 3 of Victor Font and Toni Freya who did not rule out bringing back Neymar. Jose Alvarez also came out talking about Neymar. He said that Neymar has agreed his contract renewal with PSG until 2026 back in January. He assumed that Messi will be joining him at PSG. But today, Neymar knows that Messi is closer to staying at Barcelona and thus he has stalled his contract renewal. If Joan Laporta wants, Neymar is willing to hold out the final year of his contract and arrive at Barcelona next year on a free deal. Now, Julian Menard from Telefoot came out saying that Neymar has not signed his new contract, but PSG are hopeful of closing his renewal soon. Neymar and his entourage are aware that no club in the world is willing to match PSG's offer as of now. A meeting was held several weeks ago and Neymar had agreed to extend his contract with PSG until 2026. His salary would be almost the exact same. And finally, Sport have come out saying that Neymar has not forgotten about Barcelona and a return to the club is complicated but not impossible. It could be completed this summer by a swap deal, for example with Depay. Neymar is not a priority for the club right now, which prefers to sign a number 9. Now, I am a little bit surprised that these Neymar rumors are returning. Of course, back in January we said that he's going to sign a new contract with PSG and it looked like it was going to be done and dusted, but now he has stalled those contract talks because he wants to play with Lionel Messi again and he knows that Messi is not going to be coming to PSG, so that means again he wants to come back to Barcelona. Now, for me personally, I do not want to pay a single dime to PSG for Neymar. Of course, you want to switch maybe, I don't know, Umtiti for Neymar, I'd be up for that. But other than that, there's no way I'm giving PSG any money for Neymar. If he wants to join a free deal, that's fine, because you can't reject an quality player like Neymar on a free deal. But I don't want him back at Barcelona. He is a snake. I do not want him back at this club whatsoever. And if you remember, just 2 months ago, back in February, when we faced PSG 4-1, he was at home watching the Barcelona versus PSG game, and he celebrated every single one of those goals against us. I do not want this rat. I do not want this snake back at the club. But on a free deal, you can't deny that. That's basically what I'm trying to say. We'll see what happens with this, but again, I'm putting my money that he's going to stay at PSG. Aside from a striker, one of the priorities of the club is to strengthen the defense, and Barcelona have been linked to quite a few defenders over the past, I'd say, 24 to 48 hours. First, coming in for Juan Martí, saying that Lisandro Martinez is not an option for Barcelona as of right now. Barcelona do have a long report on him. If he stays at Ajax for one more season in the summer of 2022, there would be more options. Now, in terms of Martinez, I wouldn't be looking for him this summer. He's a good little player for Ajax. Of course, he can play at CDM and at center back, but right now, I don't think Barcelona are looking at him. Malone from ESPN gave us an update on the Eric Garcia deal, saying that talks are in the advanced stages currently to sign Eric Garcia on a free transfer. He is out of contract this summer, and Barcelona are finalizing the terms of the agreement with his agent, Ivan de la Peña. Of course, Eric Garcia deal is 100% done. Hopefully, it'll be done in the next month or so. Now, this next player is currently not linked to Barcelona, but was in the past, coming in for Fabrizio Romano, saying that last summer, before Barcelona targeted Serginho Dest, Barcelona were interested in signing Arsenal's Hector Bellerin, but nothing advanced. Thank God, Barcelona dodged a big bullet there. And finally, the last defender that has been linked with Barcelona has been Matthijs de Ligt, coming in from Romano, saying that Matthijs de Ligt wants to leave Juventus and regrets his decision of rejecting Barcelona back in 2019. His dream is to sign for Barcelona, but currently Juventus don't want to sell him now. And Fabrizio Romano also came out talking about de Ligt, saying in April and May back in 2019, Juventus were trailing Barcelona in the race to sign de Ligt. Problems between Barcelona's board and Raiola and the economic situation made it complicated. Then Juventus moved in quickly and signed him. Now, De Ligt would be an absolute dream signing for Barcelona in that center back position. If you could ask me to sign any center back in the world right now, it would be De Ligt. I absolutely love him. I wanted him to join back in 2019. But unfortunately, Juventus offered a bit more than Barcelona, and he decided to join them for the playing time because he wasn't going to get it here at Barcelona. Hope we can get him in the future. He would be a brilliant signing. Now let's get into the news surrounding Barcelona over the past 24 hours. Firstly, coming in from Mundo Deportivo, saying that Lionel Messi has the possibility of continuing at Barcelona, subject to, of course, the sporting project offered by Joan Laporta. In addition to that, Manchester City and PSG are waiting. Now this next one is coming in from Goal, and it's quite the big topic, saying that Joan Laporta is already negotiating with Xavi Hernandez's entourage to succeed Ronald Koeman and become the next manager of FC Barcelona. Now for some news in regards to the El Clasico this weekend. Firstly, coming in is that Rafael Varane has tested positive for COVID-19 and has been ruled out for the match. And secondly, coming in from MD, saying that last week Gerard Piqué noticed a pain in his knee. He has informed the medical staff and even Ronald Koeman if he wants to play against Real Madrid, he would have to use infiltrations. Javi Miguel came out back in that statement from MD, saying that Gerard Piqué's participation in the El Clasico is complicated. He trained individually today. A possible infiltration is not ruled out, but would increase the chances of a relapse. However, Koeman does not want to take any risks. And finally, coming in from Candacer, saying that Matthijs de Ligt is currently the #1 candidate to be the referee in the El Clasico on Saturday. Oh dear God, it is not official yet, but his name is already on the table. If he's the referee, best believe it is going to be a crazy El Clasico, but it's all going to be about him. But Joan Laporta came out after the match against Real by De Ligt, telling the press that we are going to win in Madrid. So that was my reaction to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you leave a like. Let me know your thoughts down below, of course, on everything we discussed. But mainly, with Erling Haaland not looking like he's going to come to Barcelona this summer, who would you bring in as that backup option? And make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Take care, and Forza Barca.